Just going through my sketchbook. I say sketchbook, but it wasn't used as a sketchbook. It is 10 by 10. I was getting back into painting. I knew I had a lot to learn, so I thought the best way was to go back and study the masters again and do some master studies. So what I did, this is a Van Gogh study that I did October 28th last year, 2024, in acrylic. This is a Degas, again in acrylic. And then I think this is when I started doing the Master Monday. But this was a Sargent. I'm not happy with it. The brush strokes and all look like mine at the time. They don't look so much like his. The paint isn't thick enough, and I was using acrylic. The whole point of doing these, they didn't need to be perfect. I was learning. It was when I realized that I needed to start using oil. What I was trying to learn, that yeah, it fit in better. Anyway, and this was when I started taping off the edges too, to get that nice clean. Again, that one I just had that one taped off. Mary Cassatt, this is just a detail of a larger piece of hers. I was fairly happy with how this turned out. I have a postcard of this painting over on my bulletin board because this one is in Wichita, at the Wichita Art Museum, and I've sat in front of it. Then this was a demo I did December 12th, again in oil paint. For some reason I did not tape off the edges of it. This one I enjoyed doing. This is a December 9th Monet study, oil. This looks pretty close to it, so I consider it a success, and that I learned what colors he used, and this is a detail of a larger work, but it's not my favorite. It's not. This is another piece of this same painting that we just saw. He was holding this beer down in the corner, the right-hand corner, and so hands are always good to study, and I found the beer interesting. So this is a detail I did on the 16th of December. This is a Rembrandt, an oil detail, and then it's a smaller piece of a larger work. I did this live 2 days. There was 23rd and the 24th. This was the Manet. I'm not real happy with this one. It's not great. And the main thing that bothers me is this right here, her eye. It may just be a personal thing. This one I did on 28th and 29th of 2024, and I did it live. This is a Rubens detail study, oil on gessoed paper. Yeah, all these pages are gessoed. So, live demo I did I finished this on the 3rd. I think there were several days that I worked on it, and I found it a challenge primarily because these small brush strokes, and I tried to get as small as I could with the brushes I had, and I wish, well, it's a study. I need to just let it go. If I was trying to be more precise about how he worked, I would have used a smaller brush than what I did on the beard. This was a Berthe Morisot. It was a study detail, a small piece of a larger one. Again, I did it live January 6th, 25. This one I like. This is also a detail of a larger work. I did this January 14th, but I like this one. It was a challenge. Her head was kind of tilted and she was looking down, and so it was interesting to get the angle, but I like how this one turned out. Sorry, I always stumble across this. Velazquez, Vela, He's a Spanish painter. It was a detail study. Did it on the 20th of January. Again, a live demo on gessoed paper. And I do like this one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing that one. Not that I don't enjoy doing all of them, but I like the results. This one also I like the results of. This I think is my favorite one. This is one of his self-portraits, a detail of it. I did this on the 24th, and again live. This is a Cecelia Beaux on the 29th. It's again on gesso paper, oil steady, of a detail of a larger piece. And then we got into February and we started doing Black History Month. So this is Laura Wheeler Waring, Girl in a Pink Dress. It's a detail. I want to make sure I put that in there for my own, for posterity when I look back on this, that it was a detail and it's not the whole thing. This is Charles H. Alston on February 10th. Again, this is in oil. This was a challenge. The perspective and everything is far different than what I usually deal with, and getting some of the skin tones and the paint colors the way that he had them, or the way that I saw them on the reproduction, was very different. And then someone had requested that I do a Van Gogh. I wound up doing it on Valentine's Day on 2/14. This could have been a larger work, but I'm dealing with 10 by 10 paper, and I added this edge right here. And from the looks of the reproduction that I looked at, it was a phthalo blue. And if you've ever dealt with phthalo blue, it's very highly saturated. And then this one was done the 17th of February, Palmer Hayden. This was probably the hardest one that I've done of any of these. For one, I did it on a much smaller scale than I should have. I should have done a detail. This is close to the entire painting. I did not get the measurements of the original, but it's a style that I don't normally do. The perspective is very different. It was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge to do, and I learned a lot from it. But this was the last one I did. So, and then today I'm going to do Tanner, Henry Ossawa Tanner on this page. And that's it. And that's all of the, let's see how many that is. 1, 2, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there were 19 of them. And today we'll make 20. My least favorite is the one of Manet. Did I already skip it? Yeah. Nope. This eye. And I know I could go back and fix it. And I might. I need to put the word study on there too. And if I didn't say it, I believe this is a smaller piece of a bigger work. Yeah, I know it is, because I know at least her hat comes up. That's probably my least favorite. And then these two, I think I just naturally tend toward this style. Maybe it's just been ingrained in me that's what is the preferred style. But I am going to do some women for February for Women's History Month. But anyway, that is all of them so far. There's 19. I'm doing these on Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm doing them live. Sometimes they take a couple hours. Sometimes they take a long time. So there we go. I'm doing the 20th one today. Maybe I should have waited so I had an even number, but that's okay. So that's what all the master studies look like, and I hope you join us on Monday if you get a chance, or any of the other days that I'm doing some lives. I'm trying to grow this channel so that it is right now, so it is at least paying for itself, but my focus right now is hours. You need 4,000 hours to be monetized, fully monetized on YouTube, and so that's the goal. Let's go for quarter 2 and for March. So thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day.